Good morning on Kenosha today.
Hello again, everybody.
Oh, Harry! Oh, yeah, Harry!
You know, there comes a time when you probably ought to stop broadcasting. I probably should have quit about 5 years before I passed.
I think we should have quit about 20 years ago.
Unfortunately, they locked the liquor cabinet up before I got there. All those business were short.
Somebody said something, Lenny says, I'll get it. He falls off the back of the stage, takes down a couple of the prop trees we got. Down goes Lenny. I said, boy, what was in that water? Well, it wasn't water. God love Lenny Kitson.
Get through what you got to get through, Scott. We'll come back around to it.
You know, I was thinking back, some of the more notable guests. Dan Travani, 7-time Emmy Award, and he comes in all dressed up, and he's looking around, and I said, yeah, dude, this is where we operate from. The first words out of his mouth, he goes, no questions about Hill Street Blues. What am I, an accountant? What do I know? We only deal in truth here.
Oh, my God. What world am I living in? Scott Barter's making me laugh.
Don't you feel a little stupid?
Flat-chested model is only
Extra 2,500 gets you the. Yeah.
This certainly beats the $9.99 blow-up doll I got in my closet right now.
I think that was like $19.99.
Well, you got the half price discount, didn't you? After my wedding, was a virgin sacrifice?
Not that I recall. We couldn't find one.
And not in Kenosha anyway. Right? Hell of a show. Dead people and perverts and degenerates. Kind of fits right in here.
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the September 16th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WIP, streaming worldwide and booming across the very warm and sunny cornfields of the Midwest, reaching out to over 50,000 homes here in the Tri-County area. Being brought to you this morning by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of other very fine local businesses. Joining us this morning, our Director of Cybersecurity and a former CEO of Equifax, Elmo Schneider, is here. Kind of a tough week, huh?
I am Kangarootron.
You know, we're going to talk about Equifax, but something went very wrong there. And plus then, of course, we had other couple issues, and then the Joey the Kangaroo got loose and out in Summers. And also with us a winner couple weeks ago of Stump the Chumps, who by his own decision, talk about disclaimers, he decided to join us here today in the Kenosha Today Brain Trust. Pistol Pete Borchek is here at Camp Happy Face Pete. Pistol Pete, welcome.
Hello, everyone.
People
just
are
want to say there is a drinking game going on for certain words that I will say today.
Oh, you're going to fit in right good.
I got my finger on the dump button.
Billings, Montana, people are already taking a shot, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that beats what you come to Kenosha's Boathouse. He starts over at 8. We got him beat by 2 hours. As always, with us this morning, our video coordinator, the master of being politically incorrect, Spider Ronnie, the camera dude, joins us.
Spider.
To capture all that happens. Who, by the way, is celebrating a birthday on Monday? Jumbo Jim.
Yes.
Who told you? I'm
Hang
going to
on.
kill him.
Here it is. For you, Ron.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
That's Elmo with helium.
Yeah.
to you.
And a shot of Jägermeister with it.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
So you've been elevated to president from camera.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you very much.
Now you don't have to go behind the curtain now. Stay out with us for the rest of the day. I see that thing waffling over there. And engineering the Kenosha Today trolley ride this morning, filling in for Wacky Wayne, who was away on assignment, which we don't know. I think he just needed time away from us.
I think he would.
And Jumbo Jim Tronman.com.
I am Jumbotron.
Man.com.
.com.
And once again, the secret word, this week, the Kenosha Today Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Mike Barron's Clothing, located in, you're supposed to go with this. Downtown Kenosha, offering the biggest selection of men's suits in all of southeastern Wisconsin and northern Illinois, starting at only $179, which includes the shirt, tie, belt, and a pair of socks. And they have sizes starting at 34 shirt.
Hey.
About your size. In an autographed picture.
Autographed picture of Jumbotron.
going all the way up to size 60. You can find him on Facebook or call him at 262-652-0648. Last week's secret word, tradition, which was why I had my 50 my guys in here.
Yeah, I was here today. Yeah.
And we didn't have any winner because, sometimes this show can get too intense.
Sometimes people are just,
So, Pete, you're going to have a lot of questions, a lot of answers. What the devil are you thinking about? Kenosha State Brain Trust has pre-selected this morning's secret word, and the first caller to say the secret word will win $25 gift certificate compliments from Mike Bjorn's Clothing. Coming up after the 10:30 weather break, Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. And then after the 11 o'clock break, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category written at AM Corner where gray hairs matter. On the deck, it's a long way to go for this, at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. You gotta come on a Friday night to a production meeting.
I was there a little bit, but I just missed you.
Lucky.
Oh, you did? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, I didn't know
I
that.
just missed you, right?
Oh, sure, you come after I leave.
Sure.
I had to
I
pay
didn't
my
know you
own
were that
tab.
early.
Anyway, the top 10, these are the top 10 things found in the Lincoln Park Lagoon.
Ooh.
They've been draining the swamp over there.
Yeah.
Well, they found a bunch of things, but these are the top 10 things. And then the drama continues in the second hour around 11:20 when we debut our new segment, the Kenosha Today Weekend Update, which has some serious news features. And we also prove to the rest of the Kenosha Today Nation that .08 is something more than just our blood alcohol level. And then there's even more, boys and girls, after the 11:30 break. Our special editorial segment sponsored by the legendary Brat Stop as the Brat turns. All right, Pete, you ready? Oh, Jumbotron, you're off key. This week's High Five Zingers and Doofuses is only heard here on the Kenosha Today Show. And it gets even better, folks, for those who might have forgotten. Tomorrow at noon, each and every Sunday, you can tune in here at AM 1050 WLIP and listen to the replay of this show. See, they just don't want dead air. They'd rather play us for 2 hours instead of dead air.
Which one gets better ratings?
And then you can watch the replay of this finely tuned, professionally produced excuse for a radio show on Time Warner Cable's Channel 14, Tuesdays at 5,
Spectrum.
Wednesdays at 6, and Sundays at
I don't know.
When?
6 p.m. That's when you do the Access TV.
Oh, well, nobody told me this stuff. I mean, it's not like
You're Jumbotron. You're supposed
The
to...
media's making a monster out of you because they don't care about the truth. All they care about is entertainment. Well, you need a forum where they don't even know the meaning of the word entertainment. Public access television.
There it
Sundays
is.
at 6 p.m. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
You're very welcome.
The timing is everything.
Well,
we got a guest in here, so let's try to be a little more professional.
or be professional.
He's talking about drinking shots in East Dakota at 10 o'clock in the morning. And everybody can now sign up with the thousands of our fans and listeners who have joined the Kenosha Today Nation and liked us on Facebook. And you can also visit the new Kenosha Today website at kenosatoday.com. And every Friday afternoon at like 3 p.m., we get together for down at the Boathouse for Getting Silly with Scotty, which is really we had a good crowd last night, didn't we?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep. So if anybody, what the heck was that?
I don't know.
You got a vibrator going on? In there?
It's my phone.
Oh, sure, that's what it is. Huh?
Yeah.
Tell your girlfriend that you're working today.
Okay.
And get back to you later.
All right, I'll do that.
A little bit about...
As soon as I find a girlfriend, I will.
This is lonely time here. This is why you're here?
Yeah, it's kind of...
Oh, God.
You had to bring it up, did you?
Now I'm pimping for Jumbotron.com, man.
Jumbotron is sad. He needs a Ladytron.
Oh, God. Kill a band, will you? A little bit about Pete here, other than for some reason deciding to join us instead of taking the 2 free fish dinners at the American Legion.
He's scheduled for a competency hearing next week.
Under the nothing better to do category.
Give him a little bit of Fredo there.
I can handle things. I'm smart.
That's why he's here.
Not like everybody says. Like dumb. I'm smart, and I want respect.
Anyway, Pistol Pete, according to his bio, lived in all 4 time zones. Sounds like somebody's probably chasing you around the country.
On the run.
Competency hero.
It's where the Navy made me move, so I just had no choice.
He loves local talk radio, and especially because it's good for shut-ins, hermits, etc. But you forgot the perverts and degenerates when you got here. So,
Well, that's automatic.
and I have worked almost any job that you can perform.
Ooh, that's
You don't want to elaborate on that, do you?
Just
he's been around the world. He's been in the Navy, so
Yeah, in the Navy.
Yeah.
Do we have that thing?
you know.
No, probably aren't. He says Pete thinks that Kenosha, Racine, Milwaukee, Lake County, and Chicago have a lot in common. Name one.
politicians in general. They just do what they want to do.
That's right. Your last four governors in Illinois, because you are from Antioch, in
Right.
full disclosure, are sitting in prison.
Exactly.
And we only have a couple guys that went to prison, and maybe one on the way. So, I mean, we try to keep
America.
For different reasons.
America.
Anyway, this is, Elmo, you want to talk about this? This is, by the way, anybody wants to call us, 262-694-1050. Kenosha Racine Poet
Laureates
program.
They've extended the deadline for applications to September 30th.
And they're looking for
You can become Kenosha's Poet Laureate.
Yeah, and they're looking for you serve as an ambassador for poetry while celebrating the power of beauty of language.
Ooh.
Well, who butchers the English language better than me? So I think I got
In a beautiful way.
In a beautiful way, and it says term of service for 2 years. Now, if you're currently an alderman, that term could be extended to probably 2 years plus time served and probation, right?
Supervision. They call it.
Supervision, yeah. I tell you what, you take this. You take this, Pete. Just say good morning, Aaron Kenosha today.
Good morning. You're on Kenosha today.
Good morning, everyone.
Hi, Shirley.
I told you.
Hi.
I'm your official
I put my pot
babysitter
out in the
today.
garage. Yeah, I could use some of that today, I'll tell you.
What seems to be the problem?
Well, I can't say, but
Well, you brought it up.
I know, well, I can't say.
Hang in there, kiddo.
But I'm hanging in there.
Are you
I'll be
hungover?
all right.
I am.
Yeah,
Jumbotron is.
how did it go for your class reunion?
Oh, pretty good.
Did it?
I got through it with no arrest and or conviction, so that's a
Well,
on the plus side.
That's a good thing, I guess.
Sometimes, they were all great people, and some I remembered, and some I didn't. And when I got past 8, I don't remember nothing.
Yeah, it's really funny because a lot of those people you should know, and you don't look at them. Who the heck
Yeah,
are
you
you?
got to look at the name tag and.
Yeah,
squint
you got to look at that. Oh, that's you. Yeah.
No, Shirley, I just brought this up. I'm up. I'm applying for the Kenosha Racine Poets Laureate program, and I wrote a special poem just for you. This is going to be my entry.
Oh boy.
Here it is. It says, the title is We'll Never Smoke Weed with Shirley Again. We've always heard that her herb was top shelf. We just couldn't wait to find out for ourselves. Don't knock it till you tried it, but we've tried it, my friend. But we'll never smoke weed with Shirley again. We learned a hard lesson in this small Kenosha town. We fired up a fat boy and passed him around. The last words we spoke before they took us in, we made roll-kill bungee jump, but we'll never smoke weed with Shirley again. Now we're passing the guitar and telling good jokes. We could tell one's a-comin' because we're smelling smoke. No, we did not partake. We just let it pass by with a smile on our face and a great contact high. In the fetal position with drool on our chin, we broke down and smoked weed with Shirley again. That seems to be a...
That's beautiful, man.
That
brought a tear to my eye. And a flashback to the 80s.
Beautiful.
I may be able to beat that, though.
Okay, I almost got one.
We have another poem for Shirley here.
All right, here we go.
Here I sit.
Upstairs at the Roosevelt Theater, where all the guys would go to see her. In her big poodle skirt, she was such a flirt upstairs at the Roosevelt Theater.
Boy, man, oh man, we are in.
Groovy.
Oh my gosh,
Groovy.
that did bring a tear to my eye.
We had to get well more than 2 years for those two submissions.
And I did wear poodle skirts. Tell you
Oh.
that. I still got some in the basement.
Is a particular reason why you're saving them?
Just memories.
For the return of Tradio, I think it is.
Yeah.
That's what she's saying that for.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I could sell them on Tradio.
Yeah, you got Jumbotron right here. Maybe we can
Jumbotron, we'll sell it for you.
We got. What could we trade? Maybe a bucket of Pat Giuliani's ball bearings.
There you go.
Even up.
Super glue.
And some super glue to be named later.
Oh, I miss Tradio.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, don't patronize
But that will
me.
come back, I guess.
Well, anyway.
Moving on.
Anyway, that was just beautiful. Those poems, I love them.
Again, any
Beautiful,
not a reflection on the radio station.
Yeah, that's what we play disclaimers.
That's why we play disclaimers.
Yeah, right.
Those guys, they washed their hands with us, and John Perry was here before.
He was just here.
He's
yeah.
looking at his clock. Oh, He's going on. He's out of here and down the road.
I'm leaving, so...
Yep, I'm leaving. So anyway, do you got a question for our guest, Pete? Pistol Pete?
I'm sorry, but I didn't hear the beginning of the show. Who's on there with you?
Don't hang on her. Pistol Pete, he won, he stumped the chumps a couple weeks ago, and instead of the free fish dinners, he elected to come here.
Oh, he's here today. Well, hi, Pete.
Hi, how are you? I met you a few times at a couple of the Lighten Up with Lenny's before.
Oh.
So,
Right. I remember you. You did a good thing by coming and sitting in with these guys.
Oh, yeah, it's fun. I always like to pay homage to Shirley. Everybody has to bow down.
God. Pete, you were doing so well. Now all of a sudden you're going downhill at 42 minutes after.
Don't encourage her.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear the beginning of the show. I didn't know you were there. Oh, that is so exciting. I bet that's really exciting.
Somebody needs to make a WLIP Shirley mascot.
No, we don't.
Don't encourage her. Do not encourage her.
Shirley,
she gets more airtime than I do. She gets more airtime than I do.
Don't get excited and wet your pants now.
A furry Shirley is what we.
No, we're not going to do that.
Who let this guy in here? We can stop having listeners in here. What's going on?
Yeah.
And I get to see you. You'll be on TV. Oh, I got to see you on TV.
I have a face for radio and can't say what it's not going to voice, not so much. So.
And the two guys from your class reunion that were on, they were nice-looking guys.
Well, you think we're all in 67, a bunch of chumps?
Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
I didn't realize there was two of them, and I only talked to that Don, and I didn't know there was two guys there.
Shirley, you seem to be. You come out. You call in today. You don't know what the heck's going on. You bring nothing to the table.
Spending too much time in your garage.
And then the rum chata cabinet. So.
I know.
Call us next week when you're a little more prepared.
No, I thought I was prepared.
Shirley, you know that it is.
Those poems really threw me off. So I tell you.
Right. Shirley, it is National Indoor Plant Week too coming up. So that's.
Is it really?
Yes.
So you got to
take care of your indoor plants.
Yeah.
Oh, you should see my dining room. I'm not kidding you. It's like a jungle.
Say that again, so the
FBI
and ATF can get over there.
That's like a tree. It's like 4 feet tall now.
What about your garage?
And my they've really overgrown, but I don't have the heart to get.
Trust me, when the DEA and the drug and the FBI and
the dogs start sniffing,
they get over there. They'll figure it all out for you.
I put my pot out in the garage. Yeah, you would be shocked if you saw my dining room with all these plants, how big they got.
I think we've heard enough of this dribble for this morning.
Hydroponics?
Yeah.
All right,
well,
baby.
Pete, I'm so glad to be able to talk to you, Pete.
Yes, I'm sure we'll run into each other in the fall.
You two want to be alone? I mean,
you want to get a room? I got to take another call.
All right, we're out of here.
Lighten Up is going to start.
Forget it. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I lost the other call. Sorry, Cindy. Cindy called back.
Cindy called back.
I got fat fingers.
We were so trying to get rid of
Jumbotron fingers are too big.
I don't think I want to go there. Here we go. Good morning on Kenosha today. Oh, you got to hit the button, Jumbotron. All right, ready?
Let Jumbotron push the button.
Okay. Good morning on Kenosha today.
Hello. Good morning, you guys.
Good morning.
Oh,
Eric.
Yeah. How would you guess?
We're the smartest guys on the planet. Don't you realize that?
Well, not if you're letting someone call the show and talk about the class or you cup of coffee and I need something stronger because.
Right. Do you have a poem?
Anyways.
Do you have a poem for us?
Well, I do have a poem, but out of first off, I want to say something about your Elmo. Your poem was okay, but come on, that's plagiarism. All you did was change a name. Which
my only hope. What's your point?
Bad poem. I'm not saying it was bad, but come on, even me, I changed Twinkle Twinkle to Twinkle Dinkle. Come on, like you got to change more words than that.
So you're calling me to task. Nobody else knows that but you. That particular.
Okay.
You know who wrote that.
In all fairness and respect, I think that if you guys are going to say a poem, or you know, the one about Captain, it deserves to go before my poem. I don't know if you guys are going to read it, or
I got
if
it here.
The author herself is going to read it.
Oh, no, I'm going to read it here. But first of all,
you're gonna
we
read
are
it?
not fair here, and we get no respect.
Oh, that's okay. Hey, what in life is fair?
Yeah, right. All right, you want to hear this? Ode to the Captain of Kenosha?
Sure,
Okay.
sounds good.
All right. My captain, he came here by train. He landed at the port before he spotted his domain. His boathouse faces south on the corner of 5th. The crow's nest rise high with sails. No whales will you see. A mermaid, she is mounted on the mast. His wheel is set so it will not go adrift. You see how this rhymes?
Yeah.
All right. All are welcome. Just bring him a whiskey or two. The tales he weaves will make you come out of your shoes. Beware, there are no lifeboats. You will be on your own. It's an adventure that all should take. If only for a day, it's one you should make. Now, does that bring a tear to your eye? Or are you going to throw up, or?
Well, you know, that's why, you know, I thought that she was so genuine and so nice. I don't know if those are words to describe the author, but anyway, I thought that it was such a great effort in putting an ode to the almighty Captain that, you know, I had a change of heart and decided to make a poem dedicated to her, you know.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, you got 90 minutes. You can call me back if you put one together. Hey.
Oh, no, I've been working on it for 2 days.
Oh, what seems to be the problem?
Well, I didn't know if you guys are ready for my poem yet. I didn't know if you needed
we got a blip button, so
another cup of coffee, or
you might want to.
Or the person has to edit the show later.
You might want to run this past me at a later date.
Yeah, let's.
Oh no, there's nothing. Oh, come on. I would never insult anyone or say anything that shouldn't be said on for the public.
Okay.
There's children listening to this show.
There's children operating this show.
Yes, I second that. Come on.
Hey, you're going to like this, and then I got to let you go because I got to go to the weather break. Tomorrow we're going to be replaying the reunion show just for you.
Oh, boy. Remind me to dip my head in Captain's cooler of ice water here that he's got his beer sitting in since his birthday.
Well, Eric, as always, it's always a pleasure talking to you.
Well, hey, so do you want me to call back later so you guys can hear the poem?
Yeah, after 11:30.
Sounds good.
All right, we'll look forward to it.
12:15.
Okay,
12:15 works for us.
Carry on.
All right,
12:30.
All right, that's even better.
That's even better.
Make sure we left the building by 12:30. All right.
It's 10:30.
So that means we got who's on the weather forecast?
Brian Zansky.
Well, at least he didn't.
Brian's a nice guy. He's a good kid.
He's a kid.
He's a kid. They're all kids
He's
in
a
our
weather guy.
age.
Hey, whatever happened to my favorite, the gal that can't stand straight?
Jessie.
She had another baby.
She got moved up.
To
As
where?
soon as Milan retired, they all moved up. She's doing what, in mornings? I think she's doing mornings,
no
weekday
kidding.
mornings. Yeah.
She's been popping out a kid every once a year.
Even rabbits stop to eat, but holy moly, she's another kid.
And they know it causes that. All right, we'll be back in a couple minutes. This is Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the September 16th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report. Coming to you live from Studio A here at AM 1050, spreading the love here at Camp Happy Face. Also bringing you gas trolleys, stray cats, backyard beavers, 2 free seats on Uncle Scotty's USS Sea Scum, and trying to save the Kenosha Today Nation. And at no extra charge, free Racine County mugshots, just in case, this doesn't work out.
Get yours today.
Get yours today. Just being warm and fuzzy. And speaking of the warm and fuzzy, you can buy the new Kenosha Today Soap on a Rope gift set just in time for holiday giving. And you have to go
receiving.
You have to go to the new website, bendoverandcough.com. And joining me this morning, the former director of Equifax, Elmer Schneider, is here.
Good morning.
Along with our special guest, Pistol Pete Borchek.
Good morning.
So, Pete, is this everything that you thought it would be?
Oh, it's even more exciting than I thought.
Oh, my God.
Man lives a sheltered life.
You got to get out of the house more often. You married?
Yes.
You were when you left home this morning, right?
Yes. I would, from what I remember, yes.
Did you tell her you were coming here?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus. Remember, Illinois is not a community property state. Again, we invite you to join the thousands of our fans who have already signed and liked us on Facebook. And you can visit us on the web at KenoshaToday.com. And brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Also joining us here, failed to mention, here at Camp Happy Face, the Kenosha Today Love Doctor, Spider Ronnie, is here celebrating his birthday on Monday.
Yeah, it is his birthday on
another
Monday.
one?
I had it somewhere here, and I can't find it.
Well,
That's our, it's.
all right, you come.
It's kind of, you know me. I'll find it like a little bit later on. Well, there it is.
Say it's your birthday.
Filling in for Wacky Wayne, JumboJimTronman.com. We have a phone call. Let's take. I can come back to this. Let's take a phone call. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Yeah, Dale from Kenosha here.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I don't know if you just heard that, but we did our first siren check for the 2-inch snowfall for the up-and-coming 17th District season.
Good planning. Good planning. I mean, it's September. It's 85 degrees out, and we could have a blizzard. In fact, we were just talking about that blizzard. Here's the forecast for this weekend.
Wisconsin's getting a lot of snow. Wisconsin's getting 12 inches of snow or over. It's going to be 30 plus centimeters of snow to hit.
So we appreciate your thoughtfulness, and so things are working well out in the 17th District then, right?
Well, we're getting things set up. We don't want to be caught by surprise out there. That happened to us last year, and it created a lot of havoc.
Have you been polishing the shovels?
Yes.
Polishing the shovels. I even sharpened the snow shovels. We're all set. I've already got all the barrels out there for the salt for the corners.
Well, according to Alderman on the 9th District, Keith Rosenberg, he uses dog urine. So you better get a couple big vats of dog urine, and you better start stocking up on vodka now. I don't want to be coming out there in the dead of winter if you ain't got no vodka.
We'll have you covered.
Okay, just make sure you got all the all the basics covered. Dog urine and vodka. The hell with everything else.
The stuff that you drink ain't very much different.
Did I ever fail you yet?
No.
Okay.
You're our go-to guy.
All right. Well, you guys have a great weekend.
Okay, Dale. Thanks.
Thanks for the call, Dale.
Yeah. Also, wait a minute.
Go ahead.
No one in the first half hour has won this morning's Secret Word Challenge, sponsored by Mike Bjorn's Clothing. Again, if any of the callers mention the secret word, you'll win a $25 gift certificate. Compliments of Mike Bjorn's Clothing, located in downtown Kenosha, offering the largest selection of men's suits, starting at $179, with sizes ranging from Jumbo Jim's TronMans.com 34.
It's a big 34.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. This is the size of the suit you're wearing.
That's what I said.
Yeah, okay. All the way up to size 60. Also, this show is being recorded for training purposes, so we can replay this nonsense.
And evidence.
And for litigation, for any upcoming litigation. Also, special thanks to my good friend Elmo. You can find the Kenosha Today Show 365 days a year, 24/7, up on YouTube. And, of course, after the 11 o'clock break, this week's Top 10 Thought-Provoking category, the top 10 things found in the Lincoln Park Lagoon. And now, boys and girls, it's time to play Kenosha's fastest-growing game show sensation, the lightning round of City in Jeopardy, sponsored by the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. Now, he's just warming up. Don't think he's not being a funny guy over there. He's going to be on the bill here, so
I understand.
Don't get nervous. And to be eligible, no one from your household could have won any contest on WLIP within the last 60 days. We will now clear the phone lines.
Clear the lines.
I am going to read.
They are clear.
They are clear. Read the question, which is a very sophisticated, intelligent, multiple-choice question, and you will then get 3 somewhat intellectual answers to choose from.
Somewhat.
After that, you will hear the... And the first caller to correctly answer the question wins a $25... Or Kenosha Today $25 gift certificate to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, located at 4917 7th Avenue here in Kenosha, open Monday through Friday at 11 a.m., featuring weekly lunch and dinner specials. Enjoy a beautiful waterfront view and stop in for their big Saturday and Sunday morning breakfast and Bloody Mary specials beginning at 7 a.m. until noon. And also, if you're planning a party or a banquet, call Joyce at 262-654-9922, or you can find them on the web at theboathousekenosha.com. And the phone lines are clear. Here is this morning's very sophisticated question. Should a hurricane hit Kenosha, you should, A, take refuge in a Long Island iced tea shelter. I don't think I have to read anything further after that. Pretty much says it all. B, get on the trolley and see if you can outrun it. And C, ask officials from Foxconn if we can hang out in their new warehouse. 262-694-1050, the first caller. Should a hurricane hit Kenosha, you should A, take refuge in a Long Island iced tea shelter. B, get on the trolley and see if you can outrun it. Or C, ask officials from Foxconn if we can hang out in their new warehouse. We have a caller, Jumbotron.
Yes, we do.
Good morning, you're on Kenosha Today.
Yeah, I'm calling for the question.
Okay, who's this?
John.
John. You go by John, Jonathan, Johnny, Big John?
John.
Okay.
Francis.
All right, John, I'm going to read this again. Should a hurricane hit Kenosha, you should A, take refuge in the Long Island iced tea shelter.
That's far enough.
Okay, hey, we got a winner!
We got a winner!
Woohoo! Woohoo! Attaboy, John. Now, with this, today, you get to brag. Do you have any friends, John?
Not many.
Well, for the one that you might have, today you get to brag because you've just been named the smartest person in Kenosha.
Oh.
Try not to be so excited.
I can handle things. I'm smart.
Yeah, see?
Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
So John, what's going on in your world these days?
Just waiting to check out those teas.
When what?
Waiting to check out those Long Islands, you know.
Oh, okay.
Wait, he just wants his prize. He's like, just shut up and give me my prize.
Hey, did you see the article about the kangaroo that got loose out in Summers?
Yeah, that was a very important story.
Now, it was. Kenosha News covered it quite extensively.
Extensively, yes.
In a article written by Deneen Smith. And we did our own research because we went out there on location, and here's what a kangaroo in Wisconsin sound like.
Come on.
This is true. We're not making this up. And it sounds like Barter Manor last night about midnight.
A little constipated.
And the truth be told, that's the Wisconsin kangaroo.
That's a Wisconsin kangaroo.
Down in Antioch, where Pete is from, here's what a kangaroo sounds down in Illinois. Okay, I guess we got this. Now, aren't you
We
glad?
hear a lot of that after the Packers beat the Bears.
Oh, hello.
Attaboy. Now I
That's
like
not
it, John.
very hard
Now
to
I
do,
like
though.
it, John. You are a Packer fan, I assume, right?
Yes.
Oh, attaboy. You live in Kenosha?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, I heard something really amazing about that new stadium that the Packers in Atlanta are going to play in this tomorrow. So it's the Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Yeah.
They have 1,264 beer taps in that place.
Ooh. And they said Wisconsin was the biggest drinking state in the country, huh?
Didn't say how many urinals they have, but they have 1,264 beer taps.
One isn't her.
Well,
They
John,
had to drown their sorrows after that Super Bowl last year.
are you? Who are you going to take to this to the boathouse? You married, or you got a girlfriend, or?
Yeah, the wife would probably be required, yes.
Oh, how long you been married?
I don't remember.
We're starting to like, and you haven't even had a Long Island yet, John.
I believe him too, because that pause.
Yeah. A little
How
slight
long you been
hesitation
married?
there, John. Well,
I don't remember.
Yeah, here's what's gonna happen off the air. Jumbotron here, man.com is going to get your full name and address and phone number, and I will mail you the certificate on Monday, and you can get down to the boathouse and take advantage of the $25 off your bill. And if you get down there any other time, bring extra money, you can buy me a Long Island.
Thank you, Scott.
Leave the
All
wife.
right,
leave the wife at home because I'm not. Me and wives don't get along too well.
And put you on hold.
Yeah. All right. He's going to take your information right now. Well, he's doing that. This message is. What city is? Okay, but what's the zip code?
53140.
Okay. Just you didn't include that. So.
You don't know your zip codes of Kenosha?
Everybody knows.
I don't have a clue.
I got no answer on that,
Yeah,
so
I don't
that
have-
would be a
What's
no.
your zip code, Scotty?
My zip code is .08.
What's the boathouse zip code, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, another caller coming in there on the
they're
line.
just flooding the airwaves here. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hey, Scott, how you doing?
Dennis, my man.
Hey, did you hear about? You've heard about? You were just talking about Joey.
Joey, the
kangaroo.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Did you hear a certain Kenosha alderman who's being accused of wrongdoing was very worried that Joey might die?
Is this going to get me in trouble?
No.
Okay, good. Oh, then go ahead. No, I didn't hear that story.
Yeah, he said because knowing how Joey gets around, the Kenosha alderman is worried because a lot of everybody in the Kenosha County area is jumping to conclusions.
Oh, you're done? Sorry. You had me. You build up the act so much, and
I think we have a sound effect for that alderman too. The alderman sound effect.
Here's an alderman sound effect.
I think it's coming here. Hang on, give me a second here. Is it going to work?
JumbotronMan.com. Here he's got it. Is this going to be in my lifetime here, or what is this? What is this? Okay,
Well,
this didn't work out very good.
Well, I realize your show is on a delay.
Oh.
You got it now, right?
Yeah, here he goes. It's a snake. Like we knew that. It was the hissing noise.
Oh, I thought you were going to give me the bathroom sound effect for that comment.
No extra charge.
Yeah, I've gotten that on many occasions.
It's not all the way down yet. You gotta wait for the glug. There it goes.
It's a flush isn't complete until the glug
But
gets to the
obviously
bottom.
it's not a low-flow toilet.
It sure beats going out in your backyard, Dennis. These guys from Waterford don't have real indoor plumbing anymore, do you? You have to go out in the backyard or the bushes, right?
Well, fortunately we do. We weren't as affected by the flood as other people were.
Oh, so you're blaming it on the flood, huh? Hey,
Hey, last night the Waterford team did beat Burlington.
Oh, thanks for the
in
sports
football.
update.
But congratulations to Trumper. I hear they scored a touchdown this week.
In the first
That's
quarter.
pretty
right
brutal.
At the end of the first quarter.
That's pretty brutal, don't you think? They're having an off year. You know, it's like the Cubs. They took 100 years off. Every team needs a century to rebuild.
Well, I was at the St. Catherine's Lutheran Shoreland Lutheran game last night. My cousin's grandson plays for
we don't care about your
St.
family
Catherine,
tree.
and I won a bet because I had Shoreland and 48 points, and they only lost 47-0.
So Sorlin won, right? The Kenosha
No,
team?
Shoreland lost 47-0.
So why are you reporting this to me?
Well, it's in the Kenosha area. I figured you guys would be,
If that's the best you got, hey, I got some bad news for you. If you're coming to Kenosha on Monday and Tuesday, because of road construction, the Kenosha streetcars will not be operating.
No.
Yeah. So if you're coming, they're not going to be operating on Monday and Tuesday. So you have to
Boy,
bring
that foot traffic downtown is going to be terrible.
bring your ham sandwich and your bottle of muscatel, and you just have to sit down by the lake by yourself. Some lonely drunk on a park bench.
I got a question. You allow kangaroos on the trolley?
Now that's an interesting question. We should.
I would think so, especially on the rubber wheel trolley.
Now, see, here's a question. You in Waterford? Are you from East Waterford or West Waterford?
I'm from the town of Waterford, so I guess that would be considered West Waterford.
Oh, okay, whatever. Now, you don't have kangaroos in Waterford, nor do you have a trolley in Waterford. So, I mean, are you going to move to Kenosha for all our amenities?
That could be a possibility.
That
could be a possibility. I was thinking of getting an electric bike, though.
Yeah, leave the missus at home. No, man. She's a
So
trouble.
Dennis has in-laws in Kenosha.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I do. Hey, speaking of that, I wanted to wish my betrothed a happy advanced birthday. It's coming up Thursday. Her birthday is Thursday, Nancy's birthday.
What is she, 28?
Again, yes.
Oh, well. Oh, that was a cheap. Is she listening?
I don't think so. I think she's still...
Well, then you wasted your time and you wasted my time.
Well, no, she'll listen to the replay.
Well, we're wasting your time. That's what we do here. We just waste your time from 10 to 12 every Saturday.
You're fitting right
and
in,
replay it
Dennis.
on a Sunday.
All right.
Oh no, you're replaying a different show tomorrow, right?
You replay your old show or you this show?
No, we play this show. What else we're going to play?
Because you said earlier.
Oh, I was telling Eric I was pulling his leg that he was
okay.
with my
I heard you
reunion
say
show.
that. I didn't know. Hey, Eric. Or not Eric. Pete, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Somebody's drinking this morning.
Are you having a good time?
Oh, this is a great time. I'm enjoying this.
Are they providing you with any libations or snacks?
We don't condone that behavior.
All
You
I'm
know
getting-
that.
We don't condone and we don't broadcast that fact
Yeah.
either.
All I'm getting is great words of wisdom.
And we'll pass the bourbon wheel. Excuse me, go ahead. I lost my train of thought.
The great American cocktail of bourbon.
Yeah.
It's spilling.
As a matter of fact, you just mentioned the most related train that the captain has, his train of thought.
Hey, don't be
That's
beating up.
always lost.
Don't be beating up on my man, the captain.
No, I love Cap. The captain's a great guy.
I know. He's. Did you hear the poem about him? I don't know what happened to it.
He had a great birthday party. It was a great party.
Yes, it was. You know, that's becoming one of the social events in Kenosha.
Yeah, I can see why. It was a beautiful day, the beautiful lakefront in the background. I mean, it was great.
And he had ribs, sweet corn,
Oh yeah,
plenty
definitely.
of beer. Maybe not in that order, but and plus we all sang happy birthday to him. That was a touching moment. That was a tearjerker.
You know, Scott, you may have talked about this in the first minutes of the show. I missed the first couple of minutes. Forgive me.
You
But,
and Shirley.
yeah. What do you have to go ahead? I'm sorry.
I had heard on a local show out of Milwaukee that was talking politics about the Foxconn location
Yeah.
about a week and a half ago that they had determined they got upfront information that it was going to be located between Highway 11 and KR, just east of the interstate.
I've heard that.
So what was the purpose of the mayor announcing that Kenosha didn't want it? If they had
Politics. Politics. We'll say goodbye to you before you kick
It's
us
called
out.
getting out in front of the story.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I figured. That since you guys couldn't get it, he was acting like you guys didn't
Well,
want
he's
it. Yeah.
it's no secret. John Uranium is a Democrat. Cruiser's a Democrat, and so is Wirch, Onstad, and Barca. And now those guys that were in the Assembly and the Senate, they all voted for it, and because they claim they're constituents. But now you got the mayor coming out in one, couple minutes. He says no, thank you, and he had some valid points that I was not aware of. That if Foxconn came to Paris, they become incorporated, and the city is landlocked. We can't extend any future growth west of I-94. So for that period alone, and we're going to still, I think, get the spin-off for Foxconn, but let them build fire stations and have extra police and have.
No, I agree. I agree. We tried for Foxconn out here in Waterford, but we don't have a trolley.
So when they got done laughing at you, how'd you take it?
Well, we don't have a trolley. What can I say? So we had nothing to attract them.
Do you have a mayor or a city
Matter
manager?
of fact, we do. I can't. No, we have a town supervisor.
Okay. Well, at any rate, this is, I think, the best thing. And we'll still experience there's going to be many more businesses coming to Paris and in the Dairyland site that I think the mayor already knows what's going to go there. And I think that announcement probably will come before the end of the year. And that's fine. And let
Do you
somebody
think
else.
Wisconsin's got a shot at the Seattle Corporation?
You know what? It'd be worth a letter. And what you're talking about is Amazon potentially looking
Right.
for a new site. Boy, that would be great to land their headquarters here, right next to their fulfillment center. And these are executive type jobs. And I don't know, was it 8,000? That would be ideal. Just put them right next to this one. Or did you see the article? What their prerequisites between two major cities? They almost described Kenosha without saying it. So I would go after that one before I'd go after Foxconn.
Yeah, that might make up for the loss of Sears.
What the heck are you talking about? Wow. That's a good analogy, Dennis.
Yeah. We're still trying to survive the closing of Blockbuster.
Yeah.
I mean,
Man, I got to get going here. By the way, tell Mrs. I'll see her Wednesday night. And by the way, get some vodka and some pretzels for me, will you?
Okay, you can't have any of her birthday cake, though.
Oh well.
Never mind. Never mind.
Hang up on that. Thanks for the call.
All right.
That's hilarious.
I got to.
We got 3 minutes before the top of the hour.
I got to talk about one of our great sponsors.
There we go.
I guess that was necessary, huh?
Absolutely. Well, how about this? This one's better. This one is.
Oh, you have any Wagner?
Meine Damen und Herren, a German Blaskapelle!
That's a little more upbeat for you there. Is that like that one? Yeah.
Jumbotron
Jumbotron has taken over the computer. Help us, Jumbotron. Jumbotron has taken over.
Alles klar, wir sind da wie jedes Jahr. Alle sind sie mit.
Do we get to wear those short pants? What do they call them?
Lederhosen.
Yeah, we get to wear those?
Sure.
Oh.
And I hope he's not swearing. I have no idea if he's swearing in German or not.
Kill a band.
All right. We're almost out to the top of news.
Can I wear leather chaps?
Yeah, sure.
With no pants.
The backless.
My little cheeks
I think they all are backless, though, aren't they? 5 seconds.
Chaps.
Well, take us out, and we'll be back in a couple minutes after the news. Uncle Scotty Barter, and welcome to the September 16th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, broadcasting live from Studio A here at AM 1050 WIP on your radio dial, being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eater and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. Taking serious journalism, see, Pete, this is serious stuff here, to an all-time high, reporting on local stories, state stories, and spanning the globe, keeping it real and just spreading the love, and trying to be as mature as we can here this morning. Speaking of grown-ups, joining us again this morning, our Director of Cybersecurity and a former CEO for Equifax, Elmo Schneider.
Good morning.
Kind of a tough week, huh?
Yep.
That's it?
Yeah, I didn't sell my stocks soon enough. That was the problem.
And Pistol Pete Borchek is here.
Hello, everyone. That's the first time I've ever heard adult and Pete Borchek in the same line.
Bringing their sophomore. I like this guy already.
Pete in the adult section.
We got a call there, Jumbotron?
Yeah, we can if we want to. It's up to you.
It's a call-in show, wouldn't you think?
I understand that. We'll put him on hold for a second. You can finish your introductions if you want.
No, I can get to that. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hello.
They hung up.
Nice going.
Oh, a 7-second delay. You didn't hear what I said about
a talk show, and here's another one. Let's try, see if we can get this right. Good morning on Kenosha Today.
Hey, guys. It's been brought to my attention that there are some people waiting to hear my poem. So yesterday at the Boathouse, actually, I was able to pick up some notes to kind of polish the poem and make it a little better.
So you got your bar napkin there?
It's not too long, so I'll just say it real quick so the people that are waiting to hear it, they can hear it. Everyone should probably enjoy it. People that live here in the neighborhood will probably understand some of the jokes a little more than other people. But and you guys know the author that wrote the poem about Captain Two, so you guys can probably appreciate some of the little jokes.
Eric, I'll build up the act. These people that are waiting to hear this, they have to get back to the detention center by noon. Yeah. Is that the reason we got to do this?
Well, I don't ask questions, Hey, I'm not, I just try to do the best I can.
All right, go ahead. Here, you got the floor.
Okay, it's called, yesterday this author was saying how she was going to dye her hair turquoise.
Yeah.
And she's dyed her hair pink and purple and lavender and white, and she was going on, and, flailing her hands a little bit. But anyways, so the name of my poem is called Turquoise Star, You Know Who You Are. So, twinkle, dinkle, turquoise star, how far out there you really are. Up above the world so bright, like a parade float in the Mardi Gras night. When you enter in the room, boom, boom, dancing like a flopping loon, we all look over with delight, twinkle, dinkle, dancing all night. Here come travelers in the dark, gazing over at your sparks. Pink, purple, white, and lavender too, everyone comes to look at you. In your silver golf cart you keep 6 frosty lights at your feet. I have a dream, you once screamed, wanting to liberate all the marshmallow peeps. As your energy radiates through the hood, some people fear, as they should, but I fear not. I know who you are. Twinkle Dinkle Turquoise Star.
Well, at least you finished before my 70th birthday.
Can I get some of that stuff you're smoking there?
Hey, I'm only drinking coffee, very black.
That's what
very
you're smoking,
dark
obviously,
Very
is...
dark coffee.
You must know Shirley.
Yeah.
No, she mentioned about the danged old reunion 2 times. Jeez, I don't,
We're
I
past
never
it. We're
met
over it for the next 50 years.
Anyways.
Well, anyway, you did a nice job.
I hope the people that were wanting to hear the Turquoise Star, You Know Who You Are poem, now it's out there, and I hope everyone can have a better, or at least a good Saturday. It's a beautiful day.
Well, at least 1 out of 2, not bad. We're gonna.
Well, guys, today's been a pretty fun show, and I hope later or tomorrow or something, I'll see you for a drink.
Okay. What would you? We are gonna submit this, your poem, to the Kenosha
Really?
Poets.
It was just kind of a novelty thing, but.
Well, they have a degenerates division, so we can add that to it.
But mine wasn't plagiarized. I actually looked up the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star poem on the internet to get the whole poem, and there are 5 parts to it.
Yeah, there
and
is.
I started off all 5 parts with the words that they start the original poem out, and it was a poem, and from an author that was born in like 1786 or something, and they actually turned it into a song for a nursery rhymes and put it out in like 1806 or something like that.
Well, isn't
so it's
that
actually
special?
Twinkle Twinkle Little Star is pretty old.
Yeah,
All right.
Very
Well,
old.
It's public domain.
Thanks a lot.
There's your education for the day. That's why I'm an educator.
The more you know.
That's why I'm a moron. Okay, thanks.
Thanks for the call.
Have a good day.
All right.
Anyway, where was that? Elmo Schneider and Pistol Pete. Oh, bringing their sophomoric humor and buzzkill antics to the Kenosha State Nation this morning. And as with us each and every Saturday morning, our video coordinator, Spider Ronnie, the camera dude, here on the eve of his birthday.
It is.
Oh, God. This is Whack Job Saturday here, I mean.
Happy birthday to you.
This is one more time.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
From cameraman.
Spider Ron.
Happy birthday to you.
And the Lord wept.
And the Lord did weep.
To my Lord and my Savior, I have sinned against you, my Lord.
The Lord is really crying now. Again, joining us this morning on JumboJimtronMan.com. And
Jumbotron is in the house.
for those who haven't signed on to like us on the Kenosha Today Facebook page, you better get on with it and see the most interesting posts anywhere.
I want to start a hate page. If you hate us, you can.
Why do we want to
elect
encourage
hate.
that kind of behavior?
There's not enough server capacity in the world.
That's what I was waiting for, Elmo. You never fail to
Well,
come
you
through.
lobbed him right.
I just set that up. I
baby.
just set it up for him.
And the status of the secret word challenge to win $25. Trouble is, he's probably right. Status of the secret word challenge to win a $25 gift certificate from Mike Bjorn's Clothing, offering the largest selection of men's suits anywhere on the planet, starting at only $179, which includes a shirt, tie, belt, and a pair of socks. And so for all you guys who want to impress your sweetheart, Jumbotron, get over to Mike Bjorn's Clothing in hot downtown Kenosha. I wish I'd have said that. All right, Pillow Band, 262-652-0648. All right, now, written in our home office at Amen Corner, on the deck at the Boathouse Pub and Eatery, where gray hairs matter, this week's top 10 thought-provoking category. These are the top 10 things found in the Lincoln Park Lagoon. Number 10, empty 10-gallon vats of super glue. Number 9, toxic stool samples left over from a city council meeting. Number 8, half a dozen instruction books on how to stalk your neighbor. Number 7, a tourist guide from Jimmy Hoffa's last vacation. Number 6, Anthony Kennedy's last 10 orders from Nutrisystem. Jenny Craig.
Wow.
That is just shameful. It's funny, though. But number 5, all the snow that was removed from the 17th District. Number 4, the engineering plans to reduce 6th Avenue was found in the Lincoln Park Lagoon. Number 3, a trolley driver's guide on how to properly drain a swamp with nobody riding on it. Number 2, smelly sludge, often referred to as Equifax computer codes. And the number 1 thing that was found in the Lincoln Park Lagoon, Mayor Antaranium's rambling manifesto to Foxconn floating in an empty wine bottle. All right.
It was worth it.
That was worth it, huh? If you say so.
I don't. Jumbotron's taking over again.
Yeah. Speaking of entertainment, as long as I was speaking, or lack thereof, the Emmys are coming on.
Yeah, they are.
And they have and here it is, 22nd year in a row. We have not been nominated. The Kenosha Today Show has not been nominated in any of these categories: drama series, comedy series, and I think the only reason that we got stiffed because there's no category of shows that suck big time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I think we'd be there.
Train wrecks. Yeah.
Train wrecks that suck big time. So anyway, who's host? Oh, Steve Colbert is hosting.
Steve Colbert is, yeah.
And of course, Elizabeth Snyder, the wonderful editor, entertainment editor, has all her picks.
I think we got a caller here.
Oh.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
Are you sure we don't want to disconnect this? Okay.
Hey, you know what the 11th thing that was found? Scott Barter's instruction to funny radio. That was the 11th thing that was found.
Well, at least you're paying attention there, Anthony Kennedy.
The 12th thing that was found was Scott Barter's AA chips, okay?
Well, you're on a roll this morning.
13th thing that was found, 3-ounce steaks, because 4-ounce steaks were too expensive for Scott Barter.
Oh!
You want to go? You want to go? Let's go, baby.
I'm going toe-to-toe with the big fella.
I just turned in like 10 minutes ago. I just tuned in. I'm like, oh, okay, let's see what they're doing. And I'm like, Anthony Kennedy's Nutrisystem.
And Jenny Craig, they found your last 10 orders.
What did I do to you?
Well, I was just trying to be amusing, and well, I got you to call in.
I said to myself, that's effed up, but it was funny. So you get a pass because it was funny.
Now, see, if I hadn't have said that.
It's so rare to get humor on this show, though.
You were a lot funnier, Anthony.
Yeah. So, in other words, if you wouldn't have heard your name mentioned, and it is all about you,
I wouldn't have called.
You wouldn't have called. And so here we'd be left talking about a kangaroo hopping over out in Summers. What do you think of that deal?
Don't jump to no conclusions, man.
Yeah. So, you want to talk serious, or you just want to forget that nonsense?
No, that's it. That's all I got for you. Good day, gentlemen.
Okay.
About that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass, no trouble. I'm all about that bass.
Oh, boy.
That was funny.
Yeah. I think he should be writing these a little bit.
Boy, he was on a roller.
Yeah, he was.
He's a fairly funny guy.
He's hilarious. Great sense of humor. Great character. Great person.
Sucks as an alderman, but other than that. I'm not. I'm just kidding. He's a wonderful alderman for whatever district he represents.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's the 10th district Anthony Kennedy represents. And I got to tell you, I was going through there on my way to the boathouse, and there's not 1 inch of snow left. He got it all gone.
He did a good job.
Yeah,
he did
all
a good job
gone.
with it.
So he's on top of all that stuff.
This is the first time I've ever been on a show where the word intelligent and
is never mentioned.
And gentleman in the same line.
Yeah.
Well, we aim to please. Hey, a big thank you to the Boathouse Pub and Eatery. Uh-oh. Maybe it's Anthony Kennedy again.
More?
He's really? It's him again.
Okay.
You know what else was found in the Lincoln Park Lagoon? All the Scott Barter for mayor sign. And a ballot box of 3,000 votes for Scott Barter for mayor. That's what was found in the lagoon. Ba-bang.
Because you know I'm all about that bass, no trouble.
You might as well keep him on the line because he's going to call back again. As his mind is now reeling.
Susie thinks up a couple more. He'll be right back. He'll be back.
See, this is how we get him. We throw it out there and we just reel him in.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Well, I was probably going to beat the devil out of this nonsense. I was going to go in.
I can see him parked on the side of the road. He's going, I got this one.
He's on his little smartphone.
What else about Scott? Yeah.
He's got a fare he's got to go pick up. He says, I'll be with you in about 3 hours. I'm busy right now.
Yeah, I tell you.
I tell you. Hey, look, boys and girls. The clock on the wall here at Studio A says it's like 11:21, and everybody knows what that means. It's time for the all-new Kenosha Today weekend update.
Was it really?
Weekend taking serious... Hang on now, I got to build up the actor.
All right.
Taking serious journalism to an all-time high, reporting on local stories, state issues, and spanning the globe. And see, you have to stay ready when Anthony Kennedy calls back, because you know he's going to call back.
I'll be ready.
And anyway, this is, we had a couple stories here, and the big story is a lack of a story, because Alderman Ruffalo... Oh, yeah, I forgot.
See, you forgot it. I was ready. That's what I was waiting for.
Okay, all right.
You want to start over so you get the full effect?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to start over and get the full effect.
Hey,
Now-
look, boys and
and
girls,
now
with the
he's-
clock on the wall. It's time for this next Kenosha Day weekend update. Okay, hit the band.
That sounds important.
Oh,
It sounds important.
Taking serious journalism to an all-time high, reporting on local stories, state issues, and spanning the globe. Geez, we even got music for a segment that's we're not even sure that's going to work here.
Well,
maybe the music will just kill it.
Way to sell it, Scott. This ain't gonna work, but let's try it anyway.
Well, we were. This is the first time we've done this. We're going to bring
Okay,
somewhat serious issues.
Somewhat serious
Because-
news.
Somewhat. Now here's
Scott
the news article that never was printed by the Kenosha News. Alderman Ruffalo was supposed to go to his court arraignment on September 11th. What happened?
I don't know.
Nothing. Nothing was reported. So I'm hoping the fix ain't in. But that's just, this. Besides that, the Wisconsin Department of Justice is handling this deal, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not certain why the news didn't report this. I mean, he's an elected official. He's charged with a couple felonies. So
It could have been delayed or something, but still, there should have been something reported.
what do you say? Guilt? I don't know.
Delayed.
Did he plead guilty? Not guilty? Anybody know? It was never reported. So. Oh, God Almighty.
Love it.
This is Alderman Hotline. And then in this morning's paper, this 47-year-old guy was teaching his 8-year-old and 9-year-old cousins how to use a BB gun. So this moron shoots a BB gun through his pants and gets a BB embedded in his leg. And then later in the night, he feels a little pain, so he goes to the emergency room where he learned that the BB that's in there might need to be surgically removed. So the hospital contacts the police because it was considered a gunshot. And the guy says he's embarrassed. He doesn't think his cousins will be playing with BB guns anymore. What? And
They're like 8 and 9 years old. This is what you don't want to do.
Yes.
Listen to your uncle.
At least point it in the other direction. Oh, boy.
You'll put your eye out.
Yeah. All right, and there you have it, folks. The weekend update for September 16th. That needs work, Elmo. The music is okay, but
I actually have some inside news.
Oh, go ahead.
So this is not
A news flash with Elmo.
not been reported yet. Some important gas-powered trolley news.
Okay, go ahead.
So the city is evidently looking at the possibility of running the gas-powered trolley route from Southport Park on the south down the lakefront all the way out to Carthage College.
Ooh,
Makes sense.
And in addition, to the two existing gas-powered trolleys, they're looking at purchasing a double-decker trolley with the top open.
Well,
So-
finally, I'm all for that. There is a bus in the regular transfer route that goes out to Carthage, but why not use this? I mean, that makes a whole lot of
you
sense.
be a tour guide. Then?
The only problem is a couple aldermen want to run it under the 43rd Street Viaduct, so that may be a little.
What the heck's
Okay, folks, we're going.
It may
under
be
the
a little
40
rough for the
43rd
guys up on
I want
top.
everybody to duck. Everybody duck.
I tell you what, knowing the city of Kenosha, how we had to redo everything, that's not such a stretch, really. But I think that'd be great. And you could actually charge people some money and have a tour.
Sure.
You're going down to Allendale area, old downtown Kenosha. There's some historic things
We
down
get
there.
Lugani to do it.
And
Over here is-
we could put Barter Manor
A bar.
on the route. Hey, don't we have a sight and sound segment that we were going to do here today? The sights and sounds of
what?
I don't know what this was. The sight and sounds of Barter Manor. We could have this.
Oh yeah.
We could have this was another segment that might make it or may not. Oh, that's not what I was thinking about. Oh no, that's that's not what. No. That's not exactly. No, I don't think. That segment needs some work.
That was
too.
just from last night. It says in Sounds of Barner Manor. Constipation.
Can you see the tour guide on the trolley taking them down 28th Street where I live and playing that thing? And you got women and children. Hey, Mommy, can I stop here? And Mommy's said, I've been here before.
He's got booze.
Women in motion.
You could operate the flay stand. At the little have a little gift shop.
Sure,
and
sure.
We could give some trinkets away, some WIP trinkets.
There you go.
And a friend of mine works from
send some in
Modine.
the
We got all kinds
budget.
of Modine shirts to give away, and shot glasses, and we can make a regular put this on the map. Okay,
I like. Okay, well that didn't work either.
Needs planning.
Let's move on to maybe this will work. I'm sorry.
No, I'm going to read this. This is serious because we're trying to help people.
Yes.
Get jobs here and help businesses. It's on your next resume.
Oh, I could definitely. It's already on there.
So you're going to like retirement?
Exactly. Well, I'm planning about three more years. I'll be 60 in November. It's a good time.
Well, if anybody wants to call and weigh in on the kangaroo problem, Simmons, or the ending, or the draining the swamp, or if you have a poem, I could read that later. I was accused of plagiarizing because I read and wrote "We'll Never Smoke Weed with Shirley Again," and actually this came to me in a vision.
No,
not a drunken stupor.
Was it a hazy smoke around when you came to this came to this thing?
I will read this before we get done. And if you have a question or a comment on the lessons learned from Equifax, this hacking took place between mid-May and July, and there were 6 weeks interim, and the company could have fixed this thing. And what the Equifax executives, they sold off a combination of $1.8 million in their company stock. These guys got to go to jail. I mean, I'm going to address this in the highest five zingers and losers. I mean, how in the world can you not be held responsible for something like that? They had $3.1 billion in revenues. That's an extensive amount of change, so now if you've been breached, I think you got an out, to get out of this.
There were some other issues other than what was outlined in the paper there, as far as one branch had an employee portal to get in to handle disputed credit reports, and usually if, say, you buy a piece of equipment from the factory or something, and you have to set up a password on there. Well, it comes as a factory default. The username is admin, and the password is admin. And at this particular facility, they never changed it.
Wow.
So,
and I've been accused of being on the slow side. Oh, are you kidding me?
Hackers, that's the first thing they try is to,
password is
admin.
password.
Yeah.
Password. That was Leon Podesta's password.
I see the plans, construction for the renovation of the Heritage House is looking pretty good. They found that
Big old hole in the ground.
big holes in the ground, but they found where the old, was it a beer factory?
Yeah,
Pettit Malt Company.
They made the malt. Yeah,
and that was built in what
1914, I believe. Yeah.
1914?
Well, that's when it burned down. Was 1914.
It was built in the late 1800s.
Yeah, late 1890.
Let's put it this way. Now, see if you follow me. If it would burn down in 1914, it would have had to have been built prior to that, right?
Yeah, that would. Well, unless they burn it down as soon as they built it. Yeah. I kind of like it. Let's burn it down now.
Anyway, that must have occupied that whole block. Where the Heritage House,
Yep.
where they're digging that whole thing. 'Cause it looked like it was pretty significant. And we get back. We've got this guy from North Korea, one dumb chump. He's flying missiles over Japan, and I think I'm scared of this guy. I mean, if he's doing that, Dave, you got to.
He's nuts.
I mean, this
Can't negotiate with a crazy person.
Nope.
I think now. I guess the question is, do we nuke him first before he nukes us, or we got the capabilities to.
Well, I'd kind of hold off on the nuking part, but
maybe not
I would definitely,
nuking, but
I would definitely just surround him. Say,
Well, we had a missile that we were going to call in airstrike on the Southport Beach House, but that's been gone by the wayside. So we got one left in the silo that we could just change the azimuth and put it down North Korea. But what are we going to do? Wait till this is too late? But according to Trump, the Trumpster, North Korea is going to be met with fire and fury. So, boy, that puts the fear of God in him. Or he doesn't believe. North Korea doesn't believe in God, do they? No. Who do they believe in?
Nothing.
Oh, nothing. Okay.
Bombs. Yeah.
Maybe
they think one dumb Trump is God.
Yeah, they
do. They actually do.
Oh, we're a little behind. Jumbotron will take our last break for the weather, and we'll be back with High Five Zingers and Doofuses. The home stretch, if you just joined us, this is the September 16th edition of the Kenosha Today Weekly Report, coming to you live and streaming worldwide here on AM 1050 WIP, being brought to you by our major sponsors, the Boathouse Pub and Eatery and the legendary Brat Stop, along with a host of many other very fine local businesses. This morning's cast of characters, Elmo Schneider, Pistol Pete Borchek, and from another galaxy, the birthday boy Spider, the galaxy is from a Spider Dome. Yes. Spider Ronnie here, the camera dude, still looking to see his shadow from the eclipse from a couple weeks ago. I should probably get rid of that. I don't need that in there. Probably be helpful if I read some of these during the week, you know what I mean? Along with our engineer, Jumbo Jimtron. Man.com.
Jumbotron.
Round out our very distinguished panel of the most mature guys on the planet. We are here each and every Saturday morning from 10 a.m. until noon. And if you happen to miss the Saturday show, you can tune in to AM 1050 WIP tomorrow, Sunday at noon.
Relive the magic.
Relive the magic and listen to the replay of this morning's broadcast. Don't worry about the Bear game because that outcome has already probably been decided.
Pretty much.
You a Bear fan?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
We all have our problems.
That's all we have to say.
Yeah,
don't forget to join the Kenosha Today Nation and like us on Facebook. Status of the Secret Word Challenge to win $25 gift certificate to Mike Bjorn's Clothing here in hot downtown Kenosha, offering the largest selection of men's suits in all of southeastern Wisconsin, northern Illinois for only $179. You can find them on Facebook or call them at 262-652-0648. Now, we're going to give you a hint. The sacred word. You want to do this, Elmo?
The sacred?
Secret. What did I say?
You said sacred. The sacred word.
We listen to Jimmy Swagger too much.
What does Summers and Barter Manor have in common? 262-694-1050 to win 25 big
And
ones.
it's not a former City of Kenosha alderman dressed up in a kangaroo suit either. So.
Oh, you're stealing my new... I'm just getting to that. You've been peeking.
I had no idea that was...
Well, okay. Well, we'll get to it. And now, boys and girls, it's time for this week's edition of As the Brat Turns. High Five Singers and Doofuses. Coming to us from the Beer Garden in the world-famous and legendary Brat Stop, located on the northwest corners of Highways 50 and I-94 here in Kenosha. Open at 8 a.m., 7 days a week, 365 days a year, serving breakfast, lunch, dinner, and everything in between. For more information on what's going on at the Brat, call them at 262-857-2011. As the Brat turns like the sands in the hourglass in the days of our lives. The birthday boy is a little on
a little premature there.
Okay, this week's high five goes to Mayor John Antaranian for having the courage to say no to Foxconn after trying to get the legislatures in Madison to address our local concerns and having apparently fallen on deaf ears. It's time for us to move on. According to the proposed agreement, this deal in its present form would have put the city of Kenosha at a tremendous financial risk, to include landlocking the city for future growth west of I-94. As I have experienced in my own business life, sometimes the best moves we make are the ones we don't make, and I think this will prove to be the case with Foxconn. As most people will agree, I think there's ample opportunities for future expansion. I say goodbye, Wisconsin Valley, and hello, partisan politics. This week's zinger goes to Equifax for allowing their system to be hacked into and thus putting the lives of 143 million Americans at a huge risk, and more importantly to their company executives who during the last 6 weeks sold off 1.8 million in company stock claiming they didn't know anything about it. I say poppycock.
That's close.
Where's the music when I need it, Jim?
That's what you say.
Get the clipboard out.
Here's a company that had $3.1 billion in revenue last year, and they have the cojones. That's a radio term.
That's a
to suggest they knew nothing. These yahoos should be held responsible, personally liable for all the damage they've created. Or better yet, maybe they could spend time with Rob Blagojevich at his home in federal prison and see how that works out for you. And just to show that we're sincere, we'll even send them the Kenosha Today Soap on a Rope gift set, just on time for holidays.
Yeah.
And this week's doofus goes to everybody who actually thought they saw a live kangaroo hopping around out in Summers the other day. Come on, people. Really? A kangaroo? The reality is it was actually our own Kenosha Today's Benny the Backyard Beaver showing off his new Halloween costume. As we know, this is a common practice to dress up as a kangaroo and hop around in Summers. Just ask former Kenosha Alderman Kevin the Joey Matheson. So the next time you think you see a kangaroo hopping along next to Jerry Smith's farm, take a deep breath, have yourself another Long Island iced tea, roll one of Shirley's funny cigarettes, and tell Summers President George Stoner you're coming after his job at the zoo. And there you have it, folks, as the broad turns for this Saturday, September 16th, 2017. Oh, my God. I'm Scotty Barter, and I approve this message. All right, we are talking about a couple items here. If you just missed this, I promised I'd read this one more time. This is my poem that we are submitting to the Kenosha Racine Poets Laureate program. Did I say that right? Laureate, okay. That too. Well, it says provide at least public readings. In a 2-year term, readings may be open mic, poetry slams, poetry readings, and it can be on radio or television. This is both. We got this whole thing locked up. And it says the eligibility and criteria, you have to have access to reliable transportation. I guess we should ask what's the definition of reliable transportation?
Captain Mike's Uber.
Yeah. And it says we may even be available for remuneration from organizations and businesses. We work for beers in basically Long Island, so our overhead is cheap. But one more time, this was We'll Never Smoke Weed with Shirley Again. And if Eric, don't call me and tell me I plagiarized, it's because we already know that. We've always heard that our herb was top shelf. We just couldn't wait to find out for ourselves. Don't knock it till you tried it. We tried it, my friend. But we'll never smoke weed with Shirley again. We learned a hard lesson in this small Kenosha town. We fired up a fat boy and passed him around. The last words we spoke before they took us in. We made roadkill bungee jump, but we'll never smoke weed with Shirley again. Now we're passing the guitar and telling good jokes. We could tell one's a-comin' 'cause we're smelling smoke. Now, we did not partake, we just let it pass by with a smile on our face and a great contact high. In the fetal position with drool on our chin, we broke down and smoked weed with Shirley again. Boy, look at the phone lines light up after that deal.
I put my pot out in the garage.
Groovy. It was groovy.
Anyway, we got the. Let me read this last one before we
do it.
The pizza.
Guessing they'll probably have bratwurst, knackwurst, sauerkraut, potato salad.
Gives me a lot of gas.
Strudel.
This is outside?
And pretzels.
This is outside?
Yep.
Oh.
Well, there you'll be all right. You get crop dust in the corner.
Yeah, prop me up like a weekend at Bernie's over there. And then on Sunday, September 20th.
We're still working on that.
The bunnies or the weather?
I have an announcement to make.
Okay.
Another burlesque show will be taking place in October next month. And the ladies will be back here in this. You don't know this yet, but you're going to have ladies back here in the studio. Well, Coco, she's been waiting to talk to you, Scott.
Yeah.
Ooh. Coco's like, that's all she talks about, Scott, is you.
That was, really?
Yeah.
She's the one with the big boyfriend, right?
Yeah. No.
Well, tell her to lose my number then.
Women in motion.
Scotty in motion.
Scotty in motion. Give me 3 steps.
Let me get in my car and get a 3-mile head start.
I do want to say at Pete's, I was there last night, and they have installed numerous new tappers in there, so they have an extra big selection of German beers on tap. So.
You know, when were they in here? In December?
They were here,
into January, I think, right?
It was in February.
Yeah, because it was for Valentine's Day.
For Valentine's Day.
Right.
We're doing one for Halloween called Tricks and Treats.
Oh, God. Is Trixie coming in?
We'll bring Dixie back, too. Dixie and Coco.
Can you kill the band?
Okay, sure. He started talking about beer. I got a little thirsty, so I thought about beer, Coco. Okay, anyways.
That was Wacky Wayne's first day here at WLIP.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. He's going, wow.
I'm going to like this job.
I paid $18,000 to go to broadcasting school. So then the next week we had Steve Casey, and he brought back the reality.
What happened to the girls?
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to that. When are we going to do this?
We'll do it the weekend before. It's going to be, we'll have them in on the 20th. Of October 21st. Because the show is the following weekend, 27th, 28th. We can work something out.
Okay. Well, that's what I was going to get to.
Yeah.
I think Elmo and I should meet with these two girls privately.
Sure.
Just to go over.
Sure.
just to go over some things.
Right.
You don't need
costumes.
You don't need to be
moves.
there.
Yeah. I'll have to be there. I mean, it's...
we're old enough. Trust me. You want to get the phone for me?
Well, let's. Jumbotron is slacking.
Good morning on Kenosha today.
Hi, guys. Cindy, just saying hello.
Hello.
Hi, Cindy.
How's everything working out for you?
I saw you hung up
not
on.
too bad.
I saw you hung up on you earlier, dear. There's Jumbotron's got
Fat fingers.
Fat fingers.
Oh, I just couldn't get through last time. I thought I dropped the call.
No,
so
that was Jumbotron.
He he thinks he's on Tradio, and when they
got big fingers.
he's got
Jumbotron is sorry.
Was Tradio a 1 hour show?
It was it's kind of funny you ask.
I think
it was a 2 hour show to begin with, and we're gonna move you down to 1 hour. It's okay.
Well, that's
then we're gonna move you to this time. Then we're gonna move you over here, and then so I just moved out the door.
The pressure was on because he had one call in an hour, and then they finally said, "Well, there's the door. We'll call. I'll get back to you."
Yeah. Well, that happens.
Yeah, I liked that show. It was all right. I sold a few things through there.
Mm-hmm.
And we went this morning to watch my granddaughter play soccer, and they won 6-0.
Awesome.
Down in Lindenhurst.
What's the name of her team?
Yeah.
What's the name of the team?
I think she's with the Raptors.
Raptors.
Yeah. They have different, they had like Raptors, and last time it was the Lizards, and stuff like that. They change their name every
Kangaroos.
year.
The Kangaroos. Hey, do you got any kangaroos floating around, hopping around out there in Bristol?
No. They heard about it down there in Lindenhurst, though. They heard about the kangaroo.
Well, this is big-time news in Kenosha. Kangaroo goes on the lam. Did you hear? Now, there's a difference between a Wisconsin kangaroo and an Illinois kangaroo. So here's the Wisconsin kangaroo.
Here's the Wisconsin kangaroo coming at you, right?
What's the difference?
You're going to hear it.
Listen.
This is a Wisconsin kangaroo. Probably because it's a community property state. Now here's the Illinois kangaroo. And Pistol Pete's he's the one that brought this in here. Right. I'm not going down with this deal my own self. He brought this in here.
Sounds kind of political, I think.
Yeah, very good, yes.
The Illinois Kangaroos wear the black and white striped outfits, too.
Especially if they're governors.
I see. Well, guys, I'm doing okay with my back surgery. I'm still getting around. And did I tell you that I don't walk with a limp anymore since they did that? I don't know what they did.
No kidding.
Well, then the surgery was successful, right?
Yes, it was. Better than I thought it would be, And so I'm doing real good. Maybe one of these days, if you have another parade, I'll be able to walk in it.
We'll be there next year. We're planning on it, assuming the good folks in Bristol and Summers
don't listen to the station.
Don't listen to the station. I think we're pretty much good to go there. So that's good.
All right, guys.
All right,
we'll
Cindy.
talk to you later.
Good to hear from you, Cindy.
Okay.
Take care.
We're winding down here. We're going to take about 4 more minutes for somebody to take a shot at the secret word. I'm going to give them the hint again.
It is what do the village of Summers and Barter Manor have in common?
Mm-hmm.
All right, 2626.
And this show.
And the show, yeah.
I guess.
Why don't you just tell them?
No, I have a story to tell about something that happened. Yes, a friend of mine bought a brand new smart TV.
Okay.
He wanted me to come over. He was not real technically savvy, so he wanted me to come over and show him how to do it. So I got it all hooked up and everything. And so we're going. We got Netflix and Hulu and a bunch of stuff and YouTube on there. He says, show me how to use YouTube. So I put it in there, and I punched up Kenosha Today radio show for his smart TV.
And the screen went blank?
And I put it on there, and he says, I thought this was supposed to be a smart TV. I'm sending this thing back.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And he paid you for this? Well, anyway. So, Pete, where's my... You going to come back and join us sometime?
Oh, sure.
I know. Come back when the girls are here, right?
Yeah, sure. I'll come back anytime.
Put in a reservation. Good morning. You're on Kenosha Today.
Hey, Scott. I'm ineligible to win, but if you got nobody else, I'll take a shot at the secret word.
Go ahead. Yeah, it gives me. You know what? You know why? I'm going to let you do this because when you don't get it, I can call you a loser.
Oh. All right. Well, I got a feeling it could be midget wrestling.
No, you're a two-time loser. Midget wrestling, one word. Yeah, that a boy, Dennis.
Midget master.
That's pretty close, though.
I love that answer, though.
How about wrestling?
But it's wrong.
that not it.
Can I get the flush again?
Oh, yeah. Is that what you called up for? You're lonely on a Saturday morning?
With pleasure.
See, these guys out in Waterford, they don't have indoor plumbing. And they're not used to all of this high-tech stuff that what a toilet actually sounds like.
You got to wait for the...
You have to go... No, they have to go out to the...
There it is.
You have to go out to the bushes, and, you know, when the leaves fall off and you lose the fall foliage, then what do you do?
Yeah, well.
Go ahead. Give me the right answer.
Not yet.
We still got 5 minutes.
Well, we're going to close this up a little bit.
Oh, that's, yeah.
If you got... is your wife around?
Yes.
Let me talk to her. She's more important and she's a little more exciting than you are.
She's like, what, Scott? Do I have to?
Yeah. Oh, is this, what's her name?
This is.
I just wanted to welcome you. It's a family affair. I couldn't resist that, and Jumbotron talked me into it. Do you want to take a shot at the secret word?
I wasn't paying attention.
That's all right. Nobody is.
Yeah, nobody else is. Yeah.
Who is?
Yeah. So what? All right. The secret word. Here's the. It's what
something that Summers and
Barter Manor have in
common.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's give you another.
Well, I guess we could give it now because nobody's going to get it anyway.
Right.
It's zoo.
Oh, Dennis said petting, but he said because they have a petting zoo, he says petting. So he was halfway
We
there.
have both, right? But that's I don't.
We prefer the petting part, but you know.
Anyway, nobody got this. Don't you and your husband feel just a little goofy because neither one of them?
The love is still. I mean, it's good to hear that the love is still there. You guys are still honeymooning. You're still honeymooning after all these years.
I heard you're having a birthday.
I am.
Now, go ahead.
39 again.
Oh my God.
Still. Forever.
Forever.
So where's the Mister going to take you on a big extravaganza over at McDonald's? Or hey, speaking of McDonald's, I don't want to change the subject because that's probably going to go for his big birthday dinner. You know, McDonald's is now delivering food via Uber. It's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
The Lord's the guy driving the truck. So here's the deal: when he orders your birthday dinner at McDonald's, and Captain Mike drives up, I mean, I guess they're trying to get into that delivery service business.
All right.
Well, definitely not going to be a McDonald's. Well, I'm going to have to. I haven't figured out where I'd like to go, but.
Oh, it's carte blanche, huh?
Go to the boathouse.
Boathouse.
Don't come to the boathouse.
Don't come to the boathouse.
Yeah. Well, I guess we'll see you Wednesday night.
Yes.
Okay.
She's so excited about that, too, Scott. I'm going to see you Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. And by the way,
I have to.
This was not.